Assalamu alaikum and welcome to video 2 on the excretory system. So in this video we will identify the organs of the urinary system and look at some disorders of the urinary system. So the question is how does the amount of water get balanced in our body? So think about how much we consume, how much water we are taking in when we drink water or other juices, when we eat our food, and what's called metabolic water. Metabolic water is the water that is made by our body every time we're making energy. And we will talk about that a little bit in the next chapter. Uh, Water leaves our body every time we urinate or uh, every time we go to the bathroom, when we urinate or use the toilet. When we breathe out, we're releasing water vapor. And when we sweat, like when we exercise, our body is releasing water. A very important organ for our body, which is the main organ that's removing liquid waste, is the kidneys. The kidneys are two bean-shaped organs at the back. So if you make a fist and reach to your back, just below your rib cage, your hands will be, or those fists will be on your kidneys. It is red because the main function of the kidney is to filter blood. That means all of the blood in our body has to pass through the kidneys. And we will talk about the kidneys in detail in a later video. The function of the kidney. Function meaning the job is to regulate the water content and remove waste. That is the main job of the kidney. But the kidneys will also produce hormones to make red blood cells. So red blood cells carry oxygen. We will talk about that in the next chapter of the book. But it is the kidneys that are helping to produce or make those red blood cells by making hormones. The kidneys help to control blood pressure, and they also control the calcium levels in our blood. So kidney disease is one disorder that we have of the kidneys. Kidney disease can occur or happen if you have diabetes, high blood pressure, if you take in poison to your body, or if there is trauma. Trauma means an injury. What kidney disease is the nephrons, which the nephrons are in the kidneys actually filtering out the blood. If nephrons are damaged, then the blood cannot be filtered. That means that the waste products start to become toxic within your blood or very bad for your blood. Another disorder that you can have in the kidneys is calcium buildup, which causes kidney stones, which are small rocks made mostly of calcium. And these kidney stones can be very painful when they have to pass out of your body. Next organ that come off of the kidneys and go to the bladder are called the ureters. The ureters are two thin tubes that pass, again, urine from the kidneys to the bladder. Ureters, as can any part of the urinary tract or urinary system, can get infected with what's called a urinary tract infection or UTI. A urinary tract infection can cause burning during urination. So when you go to release your liquid waste or urine in the bathroom, it can feel like it's burning, and this is caused by a bacteria entering up into the urinary system. The next organ is a sac or balloon-shaped organ towards the bottom, you would call it the bottom of your abdominal wall or stomach. The job of the bladder is to hold the urine before it leaves the body. So it can expand as it gets full of urine, and then it will contract when empty or get smaller. So expand means to get bigger, contract means to get smaller. It can hold up to 0.5 liters of urine. Remember, urine is the liquid waste we release when we go to the bathroom. Again, the urinary tract infection, or UTI, can affect any part of the urinary tract. So anywhere from the kidneys, the ureters, the bladder, and urethra, which we will talk about on the next slide. One problem specific to the bladder is a bladder control problem. So that's when you urinate just a little, or urinate when you don't want to. So you cannot control the release of urine, and it will release even whether you want to or you're ready to or not. And this can be caused by UTIs. It can be caused by muscle weakness. So it's more common in women because women are usually get muscle weakness after having a baby. It can also happen in men when their prostates are enlarged. A prostate is a gland or an organ within a man that only men have. So if that prostate is enlarged, that can cause bladder control problems. The next organ of the urinary tract or urinary system is the urethra, and that's the last organ of the urinary tract. The urethra is a short tube connected to the bladder, and its job is to carry urine out of the body. And there are muscles right there at the bottom of the urethra that will control when the urine is released. So when you go to the bathroom, those sphincters will open and let the urine come out. If you're not going to the bathroom, those sphincter remains closed until you let your body know that it's time. And again, this urethra, like the kidneys, ureters, and bladder, can be affected by the urinary tract infection. Remember that the urinary tract infection is caused by bacteria entering into the urinary system. You can watch this video, The Bionics Show. It is a very short video on the urinary system. And you have a wonderful rest of your afternoon, and I look forward to seeing you on the next video.